Today on our 2016 GMC Sierra 2500, we're going to be installing the Pace Edwards SwitchBlade Tonneau cover, part number 311-SWC95A17. The Pace Edwards Switchblade is a retractable tonneau cover that's easy to operate. It's made with Pace Edwards ArmorTek construction. This is a series of aluminum panels with a padded polymer cover. It's designed to be weather resistant, and because it's made out of aluminum, it's going to resist rust and corrosion as well. When used in conjunction with a locking tailgate, it's going to give you bed security. It's easy to operate with the pinch latch here in the middle. The tension spring then allows you to easily open it from either side. Because the tonneau cover retracts into the canister, you still have rear visibility when it's open. The lengthy strap allows you to close it without climbing up in your bed. Just pull it until it locks in at the end. The weather seal is going to help keep out moisture and debris. The canister takes up about 11 inches of your truck bed and sits on top of your truck bed rails about 1 5/8 inches. The rails sit inside your truck bed about 1 3/4 inches. Now that we go into the features, I'll go ahead and show you how to get it installed. First thing we can do is go ahead and set our canister inside of our truck bed, just behind our cab. Now we can install our rails. First thing we want to do is remove that protective paper on the underside. That's just for packaging purposes. We're going to start with the passenger side first. Now we want to make sure that the threaded hole on top of our rail sits right on top of our plastic bracket. And we can kind of roll it in place. Now we'll need to make sure that our tonneau cover is within our channel on our rail here. That way we can easily line up our holes underneath. So we're going to take our bolt with a lock washer and flat washer. We'll come up through the bottom of that plastic bracket and start threading it through that bracket. Once we've got it started, we can then tighten it down with a 7/16 socket or wrench. Now you want to be sure not to over tighten, just tighten it down until you see that lock washer flatten out. We can go ahead and repeat the same process on the opposite side. With both of our rails installed, we need to make sure we have about 1/16 from our rail cap to our tailgate. So we're actually going to scoot the whole rail back until the adhesive padding makes contact with our tailgate, and that'll ensure we have that 1/16. So I'm just going to scoot it back just like that. And we need to make sure we have that on both sides. Now it's time to install our clamps. We've got two different sizes. The shorter ones go at the rear. The longer ones go at the front near the canister. Now the way we get these installed is we want the bracket facing towards our rail, and we need to slide it onto the channel underneath our rail. We've got a little cutout opening here that's going to allow us to do that. We'll fit it in place and then slide it up against our bracket here. And this is where it goes. Then we'll take our pivot arm. This end is going to be underneath our rail. The open end here slides onto our bracket. Just like that. Then we can take our nut. That's going to go just behind our pivot arm. We'll take our long bolt. We'll need to make sure we have a lock washer followed by a flat washer, and then we can put that through the opening here and then thread that through the nut behind the pivot arm. And we'll use that same 7/16 wrench or socket. Get it nice and secure, be sure not to over tighten, and then we can move on to the next clamp. Now it's time to install our top cover. We'll want to make sure that the brush portion of the cover is going to be resting on top of our tonneau cover. The other side is our weather stripping, and that's going to sit on top of our bulkhead. Let's go ahead and line up the top two holes with the holes on the tonneau cover assembly. You take two black screws, and get those started. Now it would be time to install our drain tubes. They simply just snap in place on the underside of our canister. The other end of the tube runs out an access panel or access point in our truck bed. If you don't have one, you may have to drill. But for demonstration purposes, we won't be installing these. The kit also comes with an adhesive piece of hook and loop. And we can position this anywhere in our truck bed. That way, it helps keep our strap out of the way when our bed is loaded. You can see our strap has hook and loop on it as well. So we can put that here, and it keeps our strap out of the way. Now we can close it up and we're all set. You'll want to note that it does cover up a portion of your stake pockets. And that's going to complete our installation of the Pace Edwards SwitchBlade Tonneau cover, part number 311-SWC95A17 on our 2016 GMC Sierra 2500.